welcome to Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And today's tip is especially for you beginners out there. Yes, you little fledgling nuggets out there. This is specifically for you guys to kind of help you out navigating the art world that's totally new and sometimes can be, frankly, quite overwhelming. Anybody who has gone into an art store can be overwhelmed. You know, even I sometimes am like, you know, and I even know what the stuff is. But the choices are kind of like overwhelming. There's a ton to choose from, and sometimes you don't even know, like, why would I need that? I don't know. And so the little engine inside of you goes, oh, I feel like I should get it because I think I need it. You don't. I'm here to tell you there are very, very few things that you need in the brush category when you're very first starting out. So you don't have to be overwhelmed. You don't have to spend a whole ton of money. We're going to talk a little bit about just the stuff that you really, really need. Now this is true for whether it's oil, acrylic, or watercolor, because basically for oil and acrylic, most of the time the only difference is the length of the handle, because the assumption is that you're seated or you're standing working at an easel, and so you need the extra length from the longer handle to compensate for the fact that you're standing. But if you're somebody who works seated all the time, like myself, even I'll sit when I work at an easel, I prefer shorter handled brushes because I don't need the extra real estate. I just stick with what I like. So once you've determined whether a short handle or a long handle works for you, basically there are just very few things that you need to really, really get started. Because when you start working, you don't need a whole library of stuff. You find that you'll go to your favorite stuff that you're used to and comfortable with over and over and over again. But here's how to get the most bang for your buck. In the round category, I would suggest getting like 3 brushes. A really, really small detail brush like a 2 or something like that. I would say probably look at a synthetic because it has more spring generally, and will hold its shape better and will come back and won't be as floppity and bendy when you're trying to work with it. It'll keep that nice sharp point and it'll hold its shape while you're using it. Then the next thing I would say is like an 6, 8, 10, somewhere in there, like a mid-sized brush with a really, really great point. Now this can be a natural hair, this can be a synthetic, it's totally up to you. I really like Golden Fleece and our own American Journey. Those are both fantastic brushes. And then for a larger size round, I would get like a 14 or a 16. This one is going to have some bang for your buck. This one, you're not only going to get the benefit of the point, but you can actually like move it around and get some curvy shapes and stuff like that. So those are really, really solid investments that are going to get you all kinds of line variety and lots of good miles. Then the next thing would be like a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch flat brush. Now you can go either like natural hair like this Legend, or you can go with like this is an Old Faithful, this is just a white nylon. Either way, so we've got both ends of the price spectrum here. It just depends on what you like. But beginning, when you're very, very first starting out, I would say white nylon or golden nylon is probably going to be the best for you. Sable's probably a little bit more high-end rock star. You need to have a little bit more knowledge and finesse on how to deal with this brush, how to care for this brush, and what it will do when you have a little bit more understanding of the material. So definitely look at like a 1/2 inch or even a 1 inch flat in white nylon or nylon. It's going to be wonderful. Now, my personal preference is that you probably should think about, when you get a little bit further down the pike, a 3/4 inch or a 1 inch oval. I really, really love these because you have the benefit of a flat, but you also kind of get the feel of a round, so you can curve it. You can make all kinds of really, really great shapes. Again, this American Journey synthetic is absolutely wonderful. It's resilient. If you wash it and take good care of it, it will take care of you. It's a really, really great investment. Lastly, all you need is a wash brush. So This is for laying down large swaths of color or water and stuff like this. Or if you're doing oil or acrylic, these are great for blending. So when you add a little medium or put a little bit of oil in there, you can blend your colors very, very easily with a really, really nice wash brush. I would say 1 inch or higher in terms of size. But that's really all you need, guys. There's no reason to be scared. Venture out, try something new. Get yourself some brushes and feel confident when you go in there shopping that you know what's going to work. This small assortment will get you well on your way to success and a big fat smile on your face, we promise. So go out there and enjoy.